Welcome back to TL's Hobby Center. Today we're doing a fun newer kit that just came out recently, I believe, and it's in Lego Ideas number 53, and this is the all-time classic Polaroid everyone loves and knows just by the looks of the camera. And we're gonna see how close this build's gonna actually be to a real-life Polaroid. So we're gonna see what we can do to make it look like this. As you can see, it still has its typical lens, do all that fun jazz. Obviously, it'd be really cool if they somehow made their Lego one functional, but we're just gonna see what we can do just in all this time. So we're gonna leave that off to the side. Let's go and take a look at the box, see what we got. It says it's for 18 plus, so it's a more adult styled kit, not for your typical toy fun one. This one's more display and just for nostalgia kind of deal. It's 516 pieces, but I mean, it's not that bad compared to most of the car ones I've built, because they're usually about, I don't even really know how many pieces they are. Well, yeah, they're pretty close to that. So compared to a Technic, it's pretty close in size. The side just says Lego One Step SX-70. If any of you guys have one of these original SX-70s, how were they back then? Let me know in the comments, and yeah, I'll get back to you guys if you know how this camera was exactly. Because I'm curious, because I was not currently around when, I don't think one of these were new. So we're going to try to get some info from you guys on that. And it says it's roughly about 3.5 inches tall by 3.5 wide. So on my mat, it's originally 4 inches. So it's close. It'll be a little bit smaller, but 3.5 height wise, accurate. So we'll see how that's going to go for us. It has the pictures of the photos coming in and out. You know, when you have it hit the button, somehow it actually pushes the camera or the picture out, so that's kind of cool. You can reload it like how you would, you know, on a typical Polaroid, which is you hit the button and it all drops down and you just close it and it's ready to go. So we got that. That's the size of the button, which is slightly bigger than the original, or like the actual one, but again, it's pretty much a toy, but for adults. So we'll see how this all goes. But yeah, that's really about all we got going on to this. Let's get into this thing and see what we got in it, and go from there. So let's go. Alright, we got everything out of the box. It's a 4, technically 5 package process, but only 4 of them are labeled. And then you have a spare one for the bigger parts. I'm not sure if this is for like the film box, possibly, I'm guessing. Not quite sure. But all in all, it's gonna probably tell us, I'm assuming, if I can find the page, that it is. We're gonna build the box first for the film storage, and then probably go into the camera base or something of that sort. I know this is gonna probably be the bottom, but I could be wrong. So what we get is we got some cool stickers that are very basic, just black and white, very retro. You got a package with something that's in the box that I'm not sure of. You got one big black, what is it, 3/6 by I think 12. So we got a few different 6x12s, black and white, and there's 3 of the whites. We got the actual film that you're going to be using, that they give you, that is Lego, compared to an original one of, well, here's one of my dog. She's only 12 weeks old and growing, but as you can tell, there's a slight size difference in this. So again, scale, we'll compare it, but can't compare it because it's a toy. So not too worried about that, but it's cool that they had that. Those are almost like the size of the Go films. So once I get some film for that, I can compare them. I could do like a quick short and show you guys the difference in the film size. Compare these to the short films, or the Go Polaroid, and I can show you them. But I mean, that's really about it. Just got the 4, and then the book. Let's see how many steps are exactly in it. I'm gonna say, not quite sure. There's 144 steps to do this. So we got our spot or thing timed out for us, so we'll be doing this for at least 2 hours roughly, my guess. So not really much more to say, but let's jump into this and see what we get. Let's go. Well, there we go. We got ourselves one neat display piece. This thing's surprisingly is actually functional, which is kind of shocking for me. Compared to a newer style Polaroid, it's definitely a little bit smaller, but it's functional. It's enough to do what you got to do, is what I'm trying to say. I'll show you that in a second, compared the two. But as you can see, it turned out really nice. You built this obviously first, and it's your film holder, so you can put all your pictures in there. It does not fit the full-size ones, the real ones, but you can shove that in there and then it's good to go. Then as you can see, it prints one out, or I mean it ejects one out, so you can put that also in the film piece. I'm guessing this little knob on the originals are for adjustments or saturation, depending on, I guess, lightage. The new ones do not currently have that. A lot of it's actually from your phone you can do. A nice camera. I mean, it looks identical. I'll compare the two in a second. Another thing that's very cool is that you can pop the bottom down just like the real thing. So it's pretty neat how they do that. I mean, it's got the roller and everything like that you do actually see. You can physically see. Let's see if I can get you in there. So you can physically see through the camera of what we're actually looking at. So that's also pretty cool that they made it kind of functional like that. Again, hard to seal up all the edges, so that's one downfall. I wish they could have had like the smooth plates put on the back of this, but again, it would be too bulky and wouldn't line up with this. So I ain't gonna complain about it. It's not too bad. They got the basic shape of the Polaroid down pat, and then one of the cool functions is, let me just see this. So whenever you want to take a picture, and we'll take a picture of us, and boom, you can pull your picture out that you just got, and voila. So yeah, Lego. So that's kind of cool that they actually do that, so it's functional. And then to reload it, before you go to reload it, you have to kind of be finessing, and then kind of get it right in the right spot, and then it goes in, and then you hear a pop. I don't know how the mechanisms work. I was trying to figure it out while I was building it, still couldn't figure it out. So somehow something works in there, and I'm not quite sure how. So that's that. And then to pretty much compare it to how the new ones are, here we go. We got our newer Polaroid here. This is the Polaroid Now Plus. So as you can tell, it's definitely a little bit wider. Each one of these blocks are an inch wide. So either they were lying, or it's literally not even a half inch. It's probably a quarter inch shyer than what it actually is. Height-wise, very similar. This is just the tiniest bit wider. One thing I wish they could have had was had the flash, like have like a metallic looking square in here. And then just kind of move the nameplate down here possibly, if that was even possible. I don't know. But still pretty cool. We're going to turn them to the side so you can compare. I mean, as you can tell, still, like, it's got the shape. This piece is just kind of bulky, in my opinion, for no reason. But also, I don't really know exactly how the original Polaroids looked. So from the back end, you can see it's definitely a little bit more stouty this way instead of being, which actually is kind of better because you can put your eye right up to it and not have it blocking your view. So there's also that. We'll compare this side too. Actually, you see the button, power button. The new ones have the power button over here. I think these ones where you just hit the button and it takes it. Very similar shape still. So all in all, not a bad buy. I would recommend buying this one as a fun display piece, and it's fun that it's functional. Time Zero Super Color SX-70 land film. So I'd say that's actually a real model of this GoPro, or the Polaroid. So yeah, all in all, not a bad Lego set. I would recommend buying it. It's definitely a cool display piece, especially for those who have grown up using these cameras. They're not bad at all. I mean, I really like the function and looks of this one. This one's definitely going up on the shelf. And that's really about all I got for you guys. I mean, it's basically identical to the new Polaroids now. It's a fun piece. So, I mean, if you guys haven't done yet, don't forget to subscribe. I know I hate putting it out there for you guys, but do that. And we'll catch you on the next video. Thank you guys for watching. You guys keep on building.